A very good evening to all of you. This is Yugen from Fast Coding School. Guys, can you please confirm if you can hear me? Okay, I can see the responses now coming in the Zoom window. Okay, good. So, guys, welcome again. And this is the last day, right? This is the last day of our program on Java. Right, so yesterday also, guys, we were discussing around the object oriented programming concepts, right? And during that discussion, a lot of things came into light, that how you can declare a class variable, how come it is different from instance variable, how you can have the methods within the class, how you can call them, right? How you can define something which is a constant, right? How you can define the public member variables, or you know private, or or kind of those things. And what we did in last 2 days is basically developing a patch class, and using it in developing a system that can truly represent a patch mechanism, what we use in reality. So that was the discussion, guys. And now as a last day today, we are going to talk about packages and inheritance, right? So inheritance is again a topic coming from object oriented programming concepts. So that topic we are going to discuss today. And then Dr. Sylvester will talk about some of the packages, and maybe other things are also there to discuss. And then obviously, as we do every day, we are going to have a doubt session as well. So that's the planning for today, guys. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the entire program for last 1 week. As a announcement, I would like to say, guys, that from Monday, right, that is the coming Monday, we have a new program coming up, which is called as Python for Aspiring Data Scientist, right? And you can register for that program if you want to participate. And this is going to be again completely practical, hands-on, a live coding session on Python. We will be covering Python from the scratch, and we'll go to intermediate and advanced topics as well in those 5 days. Obviously, Monday is the day 0. And again, it would be a very interesting session. So I think this is probably I think 8th or ninth season. So Dr. Sylvester has already shared the a link for registration, guys, with you. And this program is starting Monday 4 p.m. The timings are as usual that we have in Java class as well. And still, guys, by Sunday, right, you can register yourself for the certificate for this Java program. And you can still register for it. And the registrations are open by Sunday evening. And before that, if you want, you can register for it. And Tamil Selvan is saying, sir, this Java Google Drive would be stable forever, or else you may delete after this weekends. I think for a couple of next weeks, this Google Drive is still available, Selvan, right? So maybe you can safely assume that this is available for next 1 month. Generally, we do not delete, but in some cases where we need some extra space and the drive is not being used, so we may delete as well, but not for next 1 month. This would be available to you for next 4 weeks at least. Sale one, right? So guys, I think Sylvester is now ready to start with. And Sylvester, sir, are you ready to start?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Saji, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. So start, please.
Good evening, guys. Uh, Today is the last day, uh, but there are a lot of topics to be covered, guys. Okay, so today, main two topics I would like to cover. One is the concept of packages in Java. Okay, and the second is, it's better, sir, now? Is the voice clear, guys? Disturbance is there. Okay. Is it better now? Guys, is this better now? Tell me. Sir, is this better now? Or still a problem?
प्रॉब्लम आ रहा, थोड़ा सा आवाज में क्लैरिटी नहीं है सर.
Let me change the device and see. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Sir. Is this better now, sir?
Yeah, better. Fine.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So, good, guys. Okay, thank you for that. So, I would like to now teach you two important concepts in Java. One is known as packages, and another is known as your inheritance. Then we'll talk something about strings also today, because a lot of people have asked me about questions about string. So I'll try to give an answer for that also. Okay. So what do you mean by package in Java? Okay. So if you people remember this statement of mine, do you people remember this statement of mine, import statement? And I told you, when you import something, okay, this java.io, is known as what? Package. And what? Your console is equal to what? This console is equal to a class. That means there is a class by the name of console.java. Maybe. Is it clear, guys? Okay. I'm just reiterating what I taught you a few days back, that when you import something in Java, this concept java.io.console, in this java.io is known as a package, and console is basically what? Class. That means there needs to be a file by the name of console. To better understand this concept, guys, there was some developer in Oracle or Sun Microsystem who made this .java file. Okay, and when he made this Java file, okay, guys, try to understand this concept. When he tried to make this class, okay, he must have used a directory. Let's imagine he is using your C colon as the directory. Within the directory, just imagine there was a folder by the name of developer. And what he is doing? He is creating all his classes within what? This developer folder. So what is this? This is basically what? A folder. And what he is creating? He is creating a lot of files here. Maybe file1.java, maybe file2.java, like that. Okay. This is the way a developer works on his system. So guys, this folder in which you actually start programming is known as your default folder, and this is also known as what is known as your default package. Is it clear, guys? That means the directory in which you actually start making your Java program is known as a default folder, and this concept is also known as a default package. So guys, tell me on the chat, what can you people create within a folder? You people tell me guys on the chat, what you people can create in a folder. एक folder में what can you create? Just tell me on the Skype, on the chat. Mohit is saying file. Gautam is saying files. Barbie is saying file. Yeah, it can be any document. Okay. Just imagine guys, I can create two things. Again, focus on the screen guys. Within a folder, I can create what? I can create another folder, and if I want, I can create a file. So guys, this concept is analogy to what I can create is a package, and file is known as basically what? Your class. Is it clear guys? So what you can have within a package, either you can have a package within a package. That concept is known as your sub packages. Okay. Similarly, a folder can have a folder within that, or it might have a file. So folder is known or equivalent to your package concept, and file is equivalent to what? Your class concept. Okay. So guys, what you can have within a package, I can have what is known as a sub package, and within a sub package, what I can have is known as what? A class also. So guys, give me yes and no on the Zoom and tell me whether this concept is clear to you people, that the concept of package and class, and that concept is equivalent to the concept of your folder and subfolders within that. Good. Okay. Ishika, I'll request that you should be very always attentive in the class. Yeah, I'll repeat once more for you, but I think so whenever I'm telling something, just try to concentrate what I'm trying to teach you people. Okay. So what does a folder has? A folder can have another folder or a file. Folder is equivalent to a package. Okay. And a file is equivalent to what? Your class. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, yes, Sagar is saying, sir, yesterday you created several classes like Pez and Pez Factory and Madlibs and Fizzbuzz. All these come under one package or different package. That comes under one package, guys, and that is your default for package. Okay, I'll clear all your doubts, guys. Okay, give me 1 minute. Guys, see. Try to understand now. I have used a Linux command which is known as pwd. What it is known as? pwd, and pwd stands for what? Print working directory. Okay, so what is telling me? My working directory name is what? In the root I've got home, in the home I've got runner, and in the runner I've got a directory by the name of Sylvester. That means, Sagar, this is my working directory. Okay, or you can say this is my default folder. Is it clear, guys? So what is this? The directory in which I am creating all my files, that is known as my default directory or default folder. And I told you, if it is a default folder in Java, it is known as a default package. So what is my default package? My default package is what? The location of my files in this folder. Okay, is it clear, Sagar, now? That means main.java, biblio.java, filebuzz, madlibs, Pez, Pez Factory, radio main, write cost. These all are classes within what? Within my default folder or default package. So now what I'm trying to tell you guys is, I want to create a package now. So what I want to do, guys, I want to learn now how to create a new package in Java. Okay, so how to create what? a new package in Java. If you want to create a package similar to java.io, we use a concept which is known as reverse internet domain. Okay, what we call it? Reverse internet domain. That is, let's imagine the website for a FOSS is fosscodingschool.com. Okay, so if I do make it reverse, what it will be reverse? Com dot, okay, I'll take this first, I'll say com dot your FOSS coding school. This is FOSS coding school. Is this concept clear to you guys? That I am using a concept which is known as your internet, reverse internet domain, and trying to create a folder within that. So guys, see what I have to create. I need to create now a folder. Okay, also what I need to do is I need to create a folder. What? Com. Within that folder, I need to create another folder now by the name of what? Other folder by the name of what? Your FOSS coding school. Okay, just a minute. So FOSS coding school. Okay, and within that folder, what I need to create now? I need to create what? My .java file. Is this clear, guys? So what I'm trying to say, if you people want to create your own package is nothing but what? A folder. So what folder name should I take? Because I know my domain name is unique in the world. Nobody else can have this domain name, fosscodingschool.com. So what I'm doing, I'm using a reverse internet domain concept which says just reverse it. That means com comes first and then comes your FOSS coding school. Similarly, if you are able to do a reverse internet domain, just create a folder similar to that. So what I did, I created a folder by the name of com. Within that, I created one more subfolder by the name of FOSS coding school, and within that, I created a file which is known as .java. Okay. So within this concept, I need to do the same thing. Okay. So this concept, I have named this concept under the data structures today. Why? Because I want to tell you and make you learn that if you want to create your own data, your own Java files, you should learn how to create your own structure for that. Okay, this data structure is not related to stack, queues and all, guys. Don't get misinterpreted by that. I'm not going to teach you some data structures today. I'm going to teach you that if you want to store some data within your Java, what is the structured way of doing that? Is it clear, guys? So the first way is what? Making your own packages. So guys, what I'll do now, I need to create a class by the name of tweet. Okay, I'm planning to start using Twitter now. So I want that I need to store all the information about my tweets. Okay, so I want to store all my tweets in my own class. So guys, now be attentive and look at the structure of creating your own class. So what I have to do, the first thing is I need to create a folder. So I'll go here. Okay, I'll create a folder. What should be the name, guys? I'll say com, because you remember my folder name was what? Com. Okay, perfect. Within that folder com, what I want? A subfolder. So I'll say add a folder. What should be the name? FOSS coding school. This is my folder. So there is a structure now, guys. See, Within com, I've got subfolder as FOSS coding school, and within that I need to add a file now. Which file? I'll say file, and my file is tweet.java. Okay, this is the way of creating a structure for your package. Okay, now guys, the first thing what you need to write here is that you are creating a class within a package. Okay, and you can see on the top also what it's saying. Within com, you've got FOSS coding school, and within that you've got tweet.java. So what I have to say, I have to mark here that I have created a package. Which package? The package is com.FOSS coding school and then semicolon. This is the name of my package. And within that package, what I'll be creating? I'll be creating my class. So what I'll say public. The public is mandatory here, guys. Why? Because the name of my file is tweet, and this can have only one public class, and that class name will be same as the name of my file. Is this clear, guys? So what I'm able to do now, I created a com folder, I created a subfolder FOSS coding school. Within that I've created a file by the name of tweet.java, and what I have created is a package now. What is my package name? My package is com.FOSS coding school, and what I have in this package is a class. I'm not defining, guys, any class here, guys. I'm not defining any class. So it's an empty class for me, but I'm able to teach you guys that I have created my own package. Is it clear, guys? Can you give me a feedback on yes and no, whether this creation of package is clear to you? Good. Okay, a lot of people are saying yes, Aisha, Bhavani. Good. So I'm able to create a package. Now I'll teach you how to use a package. So there is two parts to it, guys. How to create a package and how to use a package. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'll go to my top level here. I've come here. I'll create a file here. Let's imagine the name of the file is example.java. Okay, and say enter. So I have created a file example.java. Okay, so in this, guys, I need to create my main function. Okay, so now I can tell you, I'll write a code. I'm not using the boiler code now. Okay, because I have taught you that concept now, and I'll be able to teach you that concept now. So what I need to do, I need to create a public class. So I'll do public. Then what? I need to create a class. What should be the name of the class? The same as the name of my file, that is example. Perfect. Within that, I can create only one function, static function, which I required by the name of main. So what I'll say, main. What? It needs to be static. That means, you people remember what I taught you? Static means what? It's a part of your class, not a part of your instance. What is my function returning? Nothing. What is the name of my function? Main, and then open braces and end braces. And then what is this part of that? I need to part what? A string arguments. Okay, and this is what? An array of your strings. Is it clear, guys? So I'm able to create this file now. So what I'll do, guys, now, I want to create what? An object now. So what I'll say, I want to use that class. Which is that class? Tweet class. So what I'll say, tweet, good, my tweets, oh sorry, my tweet equal to, okay, new TWET tweet, open end and semicolon. Okay, and then I'll say I want to print something, so I'll say system.out.printf, okay, and printf I'll say this is a new tweet, okay, I'll say %s and then say \n, okay, and comma I'll say my tweet, okay. Guys, try to understand this concept now, very important. What I have to do now, I need to compile my program. So what I'll say, clear ampersand java c, then what, example.java, and then and java example. Is it clear, guys? Okay, and now see, guys, what it tells me. What it says, guys, cannot find the symbol tweet. It is marking here. Cannot find the symbol tweet. Guys, tell me, what is the error here? My system is not able to understand the tweet class. Why? Because my tweet class is not present. No, it's not that. Tweet is in capital. Bhavani, my tweet class is in capital. But the problem is, I have not created this tweet class as a default. Can you see? In my default package, tweet is not there. It's in a different package. So if a class is in a different package, what you need to do is, you need to import that. Okay. So what I'll say now here, I'll say import what? com dot what? First coding school dot star. Is it clear? That means I'm trying to say, now import all the classes from which package? com.firstcodingschool.star. So what will happen? It will import everything which is present in this directory, okay, and in directory I know there is only one file which is tweet.java, so I have only one class, that is my tweet class, okay. So now if I run my program, guys, see what happens. There is no error. Okay, there is no error. And what it is printing? com.firstcodingschool.tweet @ some number. This is some unique number it is printing. Okay, but that means there is no error. Okay, that means when I try to print my reference variable, guys, this is a very important concept. My tweet is a reference variable, and this reference variable, when I'm trying to tweet, it is giving me some address. This is that address at which my object is created. Is it clear, guys? This is that address at which my object is created. Is it clear, guys? So now somebody asked me, sir, why are you using the star? Star means, guys, all the classes in that. But I know there is only one class. So if you people want, you can use this concept directly, tweet here. There's no problem. Okay. So now if I compile again, there should be no errors, because I know there is one class for that. Yeah, that's a hash code. Okay, is it clear? It's basically a hash code, Ankit, okay? It can be in hexadecimal values, a unique number. Is this clear, guys? So now I am able to create a package, and I am able to use what? That package name now. Is it clear, guys? Now see, guys, when I call this my tweet, it printed me some value. Okay, this is possible. Why? Because of a concept which is known as inheritance. How? Let's try to understand that concept, guys. I'll go to my tweet.java. If you see my tweet class, I have nothing within that. Okay, I have nothing within that. That means after having nothing, there was something which was getting printed out. This was because all the classes in Java, okay, guys, listen, all the classes in Java are default inherited from a class which is known as object class. Okay, that means if I am creating a class, then also it has a lot of information within this class. Why? Because this class tweet is actually getting inherited from a class whose name is what? Object. So if you want to control what is there, I can override that. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll write a function here, public string to string, okay, and then give a value. So what I'll say this is my version of toString, okay, and toString is what? A method, and semicolon. So this concept of, guys, making a function within a tweet which has a similar name is known as override. Why? I have overridden the function toString which is present where? In my object class. I'll show you an example now. See, guys, I am again compiling that and see the difference now. What it is saying? This is saying this is my version of toString method. Why? Because in this case now, this function is called the toString of my class. Which class? My tweet class. Guys, give me a feedback using yes and no whether this concept is clear to you, that all the classes by default are inherited from object class. So that's why there was a function by the name of toString, and I was able to override that, write that function to have my own functionality. Okay, good. And if you people want that you should be able to inherit exclusively by yourself, you can use a keyword which is known as extends. Okay, extends means what? I want to extend all the functionality from another class. Let that class be object class. This is by default, but for example purposes, I'm teaching you how to inherit from a class. So in this case, the object class is also known as your superclass. Okay, and your tweet Sorry guys, is it what? Oh, my screen is visible and my voice is audible, guys. Good. So there was some technical problem, guys. I am back now. So what I was saying is, now if you want to now inherit, okay, you can use this word extends to do what? Inherit that. Okay. By default, if I don't use that also, that means all the classes in Java by default are inherited from which class? By object class. Okay. And if you want to override that, because I knew there is a function by the name of toString, if you want to override that, you can give your own definition for that. Okay. So Ankit has asked me who is calling toString. So if you see Ankit, okay, in my example, whenever I try to call my reference variable, okay, this reference variable calls the method toString of what? Tweet. And in the earlier case, when tweet was not there, what had happened? When the tweet class was not there, what happened? It called the toString function of what? Object. But what I did, I override that functionality in my tweet class. So now what happens? When in my example class, when I call my reference variable, this reference variable now calls what? ToString, which is now present where? In my tweet class. So guys, give me a feedback now. Is this concept clear of overriding the ToString functionality? Good. Okay. I'll take one more example for this. It will be clear to you. So let's imagine this is my function. This is my class example. Let me create my own class here. Okay. So I'll give you one example which should be clear to you. Class A. Okay. And I'll say integer I. Okay. And let's say integer I is what? 8. This is my own class now, class A. Okay. Let me create another class, class B. Class B. I want all the functionality of class A into class B. So what I'll say? Extends A. And now I'll say integer j equal to, for example, 9. So guys, tell me now my class B is extended from A. That means class A has one variable I, but class B has two variables now, what? I and j. Okay. So let me now comment this and let me create the object of that. Okay. So let me create an object of that. So let me create object of class A. So what I'll say, A equal to new A. Is this clear, guys? And now if I want to print value of I, what I'll say, system dot out dot print f. Okay. And I'll say %d backslash n comma what? A dot I. Okay. So let me now again compile that. Clear Java C example.java and then what? Your Java example. Okay. Let's see whether it gives error or it compiles for me. Did you see, guys, what is the output? A. Yesterday somebody asked me, sir, can we not create the class Pez in Pez Factory? Yes, I can do that. So if you can see in this example.java, I've got three classes. Which three classes? Example is there, class A is there, class B is there. Okay. Now guys, try to see. If I say output dot a dot j, see guys what will happen. Okay, let me compile that. It says variable j cannot find the symbol. Why? Guys, tell me in the Skype why? Because j is not a part of a. J is part of what? B. That means if I want to make the value of j print, I need to create what? An object of class B. So I'll say B is equal to new B, and now I can say B comma J. Okay, and let's compile it now. Let me compile it. Okay, yes, it says 9. Okay, this is for that A, this is for B. That is, I is for 8 is for I and 9 is for J. But there is one more beautiful thing, guys, because B is inherited from A, and now if I say B dot I, okay, and recompile it, it should print me both the values. Why? Because inheritance has brought, oh, sorry, clear? So I was able to print the values of both the B using B, I and J. Okay, is this clear concept to you guys? You can create your own class and also inherit that within another class. Clear? Just give me a poll, guys. Is this concept clear of inheritance? Or do you have any questions regarding that? Sagar, there is no difference. I cannot compare abstraction with inheritance. Inheritance means getting value from some other classes also. No, that's not the case, Sagar. Okay? Good, guys, good. Okay? So now I'll take some examples from the string class. Okay? So you people tell me. So I have one more concept in Java, which is recently new functionality, which is known as JShell. Okay, just concentrate on this, guy. It's a new concept, JShell. What it does is it creates a small environment for me where I can test small parts of my code. I do not need to create a class. I do not need to do a main functionality there. I can directly write my piece of code. Okay, let's imagine I create a string variable there. So let me create a string variable here. So guys, see what I've done. String example. How do we get each of these words? Okay, so I have made one variable by the name of example, and I have stored a string within that. So guys, tell me, now I need to take out each and every word from this sentence. So if you see, this is a sentence. I need to take out each words from the sentence. Guys, tell me, how will you do this or solve this problem? This is a question to everybody, guys. I have a string variable which has a sentence within that. I want to take out all the words from that. How to do that? So Sagar is saying iterator, use an array. Ishika is saying use an array. Guys, that is not the right approach in Java. Okay, what you need to do is try to find out the functionality of a class. So if you see string example, your string is a class, and you people know now class has two things. What? State and functionality. So Java is a very powerful language because it has a lot of functionality within the class. you should know how to learn the documentation of that. So what I can do, I'll teach you how to read a documentation of Java classes. So what I'll do, I'll say Java documentation of string class. Okay, Java documentation of string class. So guys, see, you'll end up in such a URL, okay, which says docs.oracle.com. That means now this is the right documentation for your class. So this is my class, okay. I'll try to teach you how to read that also. So see guys, this is what class string, where it is present guys. So if you see java.lang.string, that means all the default classes are present in a package which is known as java.lang. And if you see, it has shown me a hierarchy. This hierarchy means this is a subclass and this is what? The superclass. And I told you guys, the string class is inherited from which class? It is inherited from your object class. Okay? And if you see a definition, it is a public final class. That means if a class is final, I cannot inherit it and create I cannot change that class. Okay? That's why it is made as what? Final. That means it is constant. And where it is extending, it is getting extended from which class? From your object class. Okay? Now I told you what all classes has. So if you go down, it has two things. Either my class will have state, which is known as field. It also has constructors. It has given all the constructors. And the third thing is it has a method. So there are these three things which is present in a class. What? The fields, the constructor, and the methods. Okay? So these are the functionalities which can be used for a class. So guys, if you see, is there any function which matches our concept? What I wanted to do, I want to take it out, each and everything. So if I go and see, I have a function by the name of split. Did you get it guys? Split. Okay? And split says what? It splits the string around matches of the given regular expression. So I don't want to introduce regular expressions. So what I'll say, I want to split it by what? Your spaces. Let's implement and see guys. Now what I'll do, I'll say my string response1 as an array equal to what? Example dot, because that method was a part of what? My class. So what I'll say, split. Okay, and I split with what? Spaces. And now see guys, if I see by response what I have, it's come like an array, and what it has done, it has converted everything into my different words. Okay, so don't try to reinvent the wheel guys. Don't try to reinvent the wheels. Try to find in the documentation, do you have a corresponding functionality or a method which can do your work. I'll take one more example. Okay, a lot of people have asked this to me, so let me tell you. What is this guy? This is fruits, an array of string, and what I have added, cherry and apple. Okay, so now if I see fruits dot length, okay, it should give me what? 2. And you know fruits 0 is what? Cherry, and fruits 1 is what? Apple, and fruits 2 is what? Exception. Why? And what's the exception guys? array index out of bound. Why? There were only two items, 0 and 1, but I am trying to access what? 2, because 2 is not present there. So can I put a new item at location 2? Let me check that. So what I'll do, I'll say fruits 2 equal to watermelon. Okay, I'm trying to add a new fruit there. Let's see. Again it says array index out of bound. Why, guys? Can somebody tell me why I am not able to add watermelon in the array? Guys, tell me why I am not able to add watermelon in the. Yes, Sagar, you are right. Arrays is immutable. What is arrays? Arrays is immutable. That means of fixed length. If my array is of fixed length, I cannot add some more values in it. Okay. So guys, what is the way? There is a solution for it. A lot of people have asked me, sir, if I want to change that, how to do that? Okay. So guys, if you want to do that, you need to import a library or a package which is known as java.util.arrays. Okay, this has a functionality. So what I'll do, I'll say fruits again equal to arrays dot copy of. Okay, so create a copy of what? Fruits now, but this time make the size as what? 3. So now guys, what is there? Sorry guys, I have made a mistake in my name. Arrays. Perfect. It has made a copy of that array. Okay. So now if I see fruits, it has 3 elements now: cherry, apple, and there is nothing. But I am able to do what? Change that. So now what I can do, I can say fruits 2, that is the null part. I want to add what? Watermelon there. Okay. So now I am able to add that. And now if I say fruits, what will happen? I can have 3 fruits. So guys, if I want to add one more, what I'll say? I'll copy paste this. Okay. Then may do what? Make it 4. Good. Okay. And now if I want to add, I'll say fruits 5. Sorry. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 is equal to what? 3 is equal to what? Let's say apple is there, melon is there, let's say banana there. Okay. I'm able to add that, and now when I say fruits, I've got banana also. Okay. So guys, if you want to do a sorting now, what to do, guys? If I want to sort this array, just give me on the chat what should I do now if I want to sort this array. Okay, you are right, Sagar. What I need to do is that if I need to do a sorting, there is a functionality itself in arrays. So what I'll do, I'll say arrays dot sort. What I want to sort? I want to sort the fruits. Okay, and when I do that, my fruits is sorted, and when I do try to print that value, you'll see my array is sorted. So I've got a sorted array as apple, banana, cherry, and watermelon. So guys, this was a question asked by some of your students, and they asked me, sir, run time pe array ki size kaise badhani? Because array is of fixed length, how to do that? This is the solution for doing the same. Similarly, guys, if you want to have more functionality, okay, if you want to have more functionalities, there are a lot of packages what you can use to create. If you want to create your UI, you have a package which is known as swings, applets. Similarly, if you want to make a web service, there's a new library which is known as a package which is known as Jersey, Jersy, that can be used there. Is this clear, guys? So if you want to now extend the functionality in your Java program, try to search for that class, try to search for that package which is there. See the documentation of this package and try to use that package within your Java program. Is this clear, guys? Just give me on the chat or on the yes and no whether this concept is clear to you. So somebody had put this question to me, Sagar, is this clear to you, Sagar, now? Good. Okay. So this was there for today, guys. And I hope you have understood how to create a package, how to use a package, how to do inheritance. Okay. You need to find the Ishika. Okay. That if I want to do a reverse sorting, how to do, just Google it using an arrays. You'll find a solution for that. Is it clear, Ishika? So guys, now we'll take a 2 minutes break and we'll start with the doubt session now. Abhijot Singh has asked, sir, can you use these packages in console or your main program? Guys, if you want, you can do it here also, no? Here also, no issues. Okay, what I did, I was giving you an example of doing that. You can do it here also. Okay, you can say import array. If you want to add something, you can do that. You can write it here, no issues. Okay, so now I'll say that was a faster way for you people. The J shell is a way to teach you people. Okay, if you want to do a quick calculation, you can do that. So if you want, you can use it here. So I'll say fruits and all. I can create the same fruits here. I can do here fruits here now, and then second was fruits dot size. I was increasing. You can do that also. Everything can be used here, no issues. I can use it here. Okay. Ishika saying how to close the J shell. Very good question, Ishika. Okay. If you want to do that, guys, there's a shortcut / and exit. Okay. And when you do that, you are out of your J shell. Is it clear, Ishika? / and exit. It will close from your J shell there. Thank you, N. Paul. So we can start the doubt session after 2 minutes now. Okay.
Sylvester sir,
Yeah.
so Selvan has asked me that can you tell once again that what is the use of JSL?
Okay. So Selvan, I'm trying to write some program and I want to test something. Okay. This JSL is a faster way to do that. Just doing your small testing you can do in the J shell. It's like a small interpreter. It has a lot of limitations, so I cannot write up my full code. So J shell was introduced equivalent to your Python. Do you know, guys, Python? In the Python language, I don't need to compile all my lines. I can execute only one piece of line. To have a similar functionality in Java, you have some which is known as your J shell. Is it clear, Selvan? Why J shell is used? Good. So guys, if you have any questions, you can put on my chat. Indra Kumar is easy now, no? I'll give you example. This was my pest factory. Okay. This was my pets factory. All my methods were there. And this was the closing of what? My class. Okay. If you want to create here, what you can do, you can say class pes. Okay. Open and end. And you can write your code here. Is it clear? A word of caution. Do not use public here. Why? There can be only one public class in one file, and that should be the name of that file. Did you get it, Indra? Okay, and then you can compile it. No issues. Is it clear? Yes, Abhijot. The packages, if you make in your own default packages or directory, it will work. No issues. I can have multiple, Indra, I can have multiple classes also. I can say class pes2. I can have that also. Like that you can create multiple. But the point to be noted, Indra, here is you can have only one public class in one Java file. Is it clear? Other classes can be there, but they cannot be public. That's the rule you need to follow. Yeah, guys. Abhijot, I also answered your question also. Deepika Kumar is saying, this 7 days I have learned how to code. Thanks for this free seminar, sir. I will join coming session and refer my friends too. Thank you, Deepika. Tamil Selvan is saying this Java programming class. Thank you, Tamil Selvan. You are from which college, Selvan? Selvan, you are from which college and which city? Okay, KSR Arts and Science College. Okay, good. Indra Kumar is saying, thank you, sir. I understood a lot of Java skills from you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Vijit is saying, why don't you use run option? Guys, if you use the run option, it only runs the main function, the main.java file. That's why, Vijit. Okay? That's why I didn't teach you to use that run function. Is it clear? Aisha Sheikh is saying, sir, why can't we use variable number only if we can't object? I didn't get your question why we can't use variable number. I didn't get your question. Ishika Mittal is saying, thank you so much for this amazing workshop. I've learned many new things, and the best part of it is introduction to the OOPS concept. Thank you once again, sir. Thank you, Ishika. Neeraj is saying this keyword is like a pointer. This dot power switch is equal to power switch. What does it mean? Neeraj, the this dot power switch refers to your instance variable, and the power switch refers to your parameter in that function. Is it clear, guys? Neeraj? Okay. To differentiate that, this means that instance variable is there, and power switch simple means what is the parameter name variable in your constructor. Is it clear? Ankit, I have not taught you interface. It's a different ball game interface, Ankit. Okay. Sejal Kothari is saying, in this 6-day session, I learned a deep knowledge of Java, and the best part is object-oriented programming. Thank you, Sejal. Aisha is saying, sir, why we cannot use variable numbers, but we can use only object name? Can you give me an example, Aisha, what you're trying to say? If you're trying to say something like this, integer 9, this is not allowed. A variable name should start with a character. Numbers only are not allowed. Okay? If this is your question. That's the convention of a variable naming, Aisha. I think so. None of the programming language allows that. Neither Java, neither Python, nobody. Guys, any questions? Try to focus on the questions which I have taught you guys. I'll be happy to answer that. So, do you have any questions on your chat?
No, on my side.
Okay. I think so. We have shared, Tamil, we have already shared that meeting link, no?
Which link?
Sorry, the link for that Python.
Yeah, that link is already shared with you guys. I'm just sharing it again in case you want to register, right? You can register it. This is starting from Monday, next Monday.
Vinisha is saying, thanks for this Java session, sir. I joined without any knowledge about Java and now I have learned a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vinisha. Aisha is saying, in this 1 week, I can learn new concepts of Java. Thank you for this opportunity. And this class is really super. Thank you, Aisha. Do you have any announcements to do, sir, today?
No, as such, no announcement as of now. I hope guys have really enjoyed this entire program for 1 week. So guys, the link for registration, right, where if you want to, participate in Python course, you can go and register yourself there, right? And I think as a final reminder, right, I can once again share the certificate link as well in case people, want it. I can just share that part as well.
Rajit is asking who will teach Python. Yogendra sir will be teaching Python, Rajit. Okay.
Guys, I'll be taking your Python sessions.
Pragya Mathur is saying, sir, where to practice more Java related problems. We discussed, Pragya, this that there are a lot of websites, no? HackerRank, CodeChef, Lead Code. Try to register there. You have a lot of questions to hone your skills there. Yeah.
I think practice is the only key if you want to be good at something, right? Otherwise, there is no other magic pill available in the market. And even if you have gone through this program for 1 week, I think this should be the just a starting point, right? This is not end of the Java story. This is the start of your Java story, right? And from here onwards, now you can start practicing more and more, understand more concepts, right? And try to solve assignments, try to solve problems, build some project around it. Then only you will get a confidence, right? So I think practice is the only key which you can have, right? You cannot learn swimming by just reading the book, how to swim. or by reading a book like how to play cricket, and then that you are a player. No, you will have to practice. You will have to go to the ground, you will have to go to the swimming pool. Then only you can get a confidence in that. Then only you can develop your expertise in that. Otherwise not. So I think guys, we have given you a start now, and probably if you like this, that yes, this was something which you were interested in, and now you want to continue, you have a lot of other options to continue that, right?
So
So
Barbie has given a very good word, sir. Barbie is saying, "Thank you for the wonderful course. I have learned Java programming very well in a week. Uh, इस वे दिस टू कॉन्सेप्ट मुझे 6 महीने भी क्लियर नहीं हुए. Okay, but now I'm deep knowledge of Java. Thank you very much, sir." So I think so. We have designed our courses of Python and Java in such a way, guys, that Bobby is right. You people could have taken 6 months to learn thing what we teach you in 6 days, guys. The same is for a Python course also.
So guys, I have given you a Google review link. If you want to write a review for us on Google, please click on the given link, and you can have your feedback on that. Uh, that will really help us in sometimes, because whatever the comments we get, we take them very seriously. Obviously no one is perfect, right? But I think education is something which we take very very seriously, actually, right? So every program that we float, every content that we discuss with you goes through multiple iterations before the start of the program itself, right? We discuss in a team that what should be taught, how to taught, right? What would be the right way to introduce that new concept. Those all things happen and before it is actually brought to you during a session. So guys, please go ahead and just write a review for us, and I think if you have no questions, then we can close it.
Neeraj Sharma is saying, sir, Neeraj Sharma, can you please tell us other concepts in core Java? I think so, Neeraj, there are a lot of concepts in Java, but we have tried to make the first program in Java, okay? And if you people are more interested, we can float new programs also in coming months then. Is it clear, Neeraj? Maybe for your data processing, maybe for your web development, maybe for your desktop development. Everything is possible in Java. No issues for that. Okay. If you people are interested in, and shown interest, we will make a new course there. Rohit Pawar, I'll send you a mail regarding that. I'll give you references for that.
Rohit and other team members, you will get a list of books or good resources, right? So
Abhishek Raj is saying, sir, when will get a certificate? Guys, certificate will be given to you on Monday evening. Okay.
सो जिन लोगों ने भी सर्टिफिकेट के लिए अभी रजिस्टर किया है, राइट, उन सभी लोगों को मंडे इवनिंग तक सर्टिफिकेट्स आ जाएंगे. And Ayushi Sharma saying, sir, will that Google Drive link you guys provided still can be accessed even if this session is ended? Yes, you can access that drive, Ayushi, and I think that would be available for you to at least for next 1 month. It would be available with you, right?
So they can download and keep, sir.
You can download the entire content from that, right?
Yeah.
And then just keep it for you. Even if we delete it, it doesn't remove your
I'll request
items.
everybody that they can download the videos and keep with them offline. They can store it, okay? And if they want the files from the Google Drive also, they can download everything and keep with yourself. No, why you want to rely on us? We have kept it for you people. No issues. It will be there for 1 month also. But for reference, you can download and keep a copy of for yourself.
Darshan from Mangalore is saying, sir, what is the next program after Python for data science? I think after the Python class, which is starting from next week, then we will have a program on AI and machine learning. So that would be called as AI and machine learning with Python. That would be the one program. The other program would be a program on deep learning. So how the deep learning or computer vision, right? How the image processing happens, how how to process the image data, how to process the large data, kind of those things. We have a program for that as well. Darshan.
So guys, if you don't have any questions, we'll end the meeting then. If you have any questions, just put it on the chat.
Yeah, Darshan, you are right. So maybe you can, join, if you have already joined the AI/ML program. I think you can join that deep learning program, Darshan, right? That would be, good for you.
Uday is saying, if suppose we are in chaos in future, these teachings gives good clearance. Thank you again, sir. Thank you, Uday. If these videos and lectures are giving you direction in your life, it's good.
Hmm. Shiv Rastogi says, sir, how we can get the link for the AI and ML program. Shiv, I think the registration, link is yet to be ready, and probably we can share that with you while sending the certificates, right, Shiv? तो जब तुम्हारे पास उसका कोई email आएगा, तो at that time we will share the calendar for अगस्त का कैलेंडर तुम्हें मिल जाएगा, वहाँ पे उसका लिंक होगा AML प्रोग्राम के लिए, वहाँ पे तुम ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. Shiv? Okay, thank you. Neeraj Sharma, sir, would you please send the list of all programs for data science along with duration? Yeah, Neeraj, August का calendar अभी just publish होने वाला है. I think that will be published on Monday. तो वो तुम्हें भेज दिया जाएगा. Will message you और वहाँ पे तुम देख सकते हो कि किस तरीके का प्रोग्राम है. Right. So, guys, I have a last question. Basically, this is not a question. This is a feedback from you. मैं एक चीज जानना चाहता हूँ कि we are getting many requests from all of our past students, right? The students who have taken some courses in last 3 months, because in the last 3 months around 20,000 students from India have registered for our various courses. I want to know from your view as well, right? That people are saying that we should float a long courses as well, because this was just a 1 week course and obviously it was a free course, right? People are saying that we should float long courses where it is like 1 month program or 1.5 month program, so that things in the deep can be learned, right? Obviously in that duration the more projects would be covered, right? Along with the concept, we focus more on the practical aspects as well, where you write the code as well, right? So guys, what is your feedback on that? That should be float some long programs as well. Maybe that program may be on Java, maybe that program on Python, maybe that program is on machine learning or data analytics, right? So what is your take, guys? Can you please give me a feedback on that? जो सवाल मैंने अभी पूछा है आपसे. Abhishek message करवा देंगे, because we have the details with us, right? We have the contact details. We will message you. So Pragya Mathur saying, sir, yes, we we should float the longer courses as well. Rohit Pawar saying, sir, yes, sir, it would be great and we will get to know more about the topics. Yes. Barbie saying, sir, yes, sir, you should. I'm interested. That course will be more better for us, right? Yeah, Barbie, you're right. But now you can, definitely assume that long courses cannot be kept free, right? उनको free नहीं किया जा सकता है. उनका, definitely कुछ fee होगा. और उस केस में डेफिनेटली हम लोग लंबे प्रोग्राम्स में जो स्टूडेंट्स हमारे पास आते हैं उनको हम लोग इंटर्नशिप में या जॉब्स में भी असिस्ट करते हैं. ओबियसली 1 वीक के प्रोग्राम में ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, बट द प्रोग्राम्स विच आर लॉन्गर, राइट, 30 days or 40 days or 2 months program, in those cases, we help people, connect with the industry and, help them getting the internships and jobs as well. And obviously that is a paid program, Neeraj Sharma saying, sir, I think long duration programs are good, but those should be divided into modules like Python, statistics, ML, DL, NLP, PySpark, but in modules, I think. Thank you, Neeraj. I think it's a good idea. Shiv Rastogi saying, yes, sir, I'm interested. Thank you, Shiv. Anyone else who would like to make a point here? Would you like to share his, opinion? So now I think we can, close it. And Abhishek Raj saying, please conduct Angular classes. Full stack web development courses, obviously, people have requested us, but I think that will take some more time, Abhishek, before we come up with a course on Angular or Node or Rust, a kind of languages for web development. So abhi near future mein, at least for 1-2 months it's not there, but obviously this is in the list. The team is obviously working on that. किसी भी प्रोग्राम को फ्लोट करने से पहले उसके कंटेंट को, उसकी स्टोरी को, उसके फ्लो को, उसके असाइनमेंट्स, उसके कोडिंग सैंपल्स, उसके एग्जांपल्स, एवरीथिंग comes into picture, and we seriously take those discussions, right? Simply कहने के लिए प्रोग्राम को फ्लोट नहीं किया जा सकता. तो अभिषेक शायद अगले 2 महीने के बाद we will have a course on that, full stack web development, what I say. Abhishek. So I think, Sylvester sir, we are done now, I think. And
yeah, I think so. We can close.
Thank you, guys, and hope, guys, you people really enjoyed the sessions. And see you in the next session of Python now. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay, guys. Bye. Take care. See you.